See this thing I linked? So Felix Baumgartner, he's that skydiver that fell faster than the speed of sound. He did that. I think he did the Red Bull jump too, maybe. He died today.
No. R.I.P.
Extreme athlete Baumgartner, the first, let's see.
Was it old
I don't know what happened, but I'm going to guess
more than a decade. He was killed in a crash Thursday along the eastern coast of Italy, according to an official. Looks like just a car accident. Oh, that's lame. I thought when I first opened this article that he died doing a stunt, but just a pedestrian car crash.
Oh, I thought he died doing something intense. No, it couldn't have been just a pedestrian car crash. It had to have been something sick.
The Italian firefighters who responded said a paraglider crashed into the side of a swimming pool.
Okay, so he was paragliding, and that's how he died.
He's hitting a little close to home. Why'd he hit a swimming pool? Did he drown? I swear to God, all these fucking everyone's afraid of the ground. It's the water. The water is what kills people. It's the #1 cause of death in paragliding.
It's also flying through the sky in a thingamajig.
I'm gonna look.
just fucking soaring, dude.
Well, falling into the water with the thingamajig tied to you doesn't. That's the problem.
I'm making some things up here.
But a pool, you can grab the edge.
You know, I don't. The article's bad. That was AP, but they didn't say that at least not right away.
No, it said the paragliding part, but I didn't see anything about the
It's
drowning.
the article you linked. It's the second paragraph.
Well, that sucks. He jumped from space all the way to the air. Okay, well, it was bullshit. It was, let's be real. It wasn't like hardcore space, but it was low. It was the lowest level that's included in the definition of space.
Yeah, I guess so. It was pretty cool. I wasn't impressed with his skydive at all. Any of us could have done that. He could have gone unconscious, and there's a system that pulls his chute for him. He literally is just jumping.
So I could have done it?
Anyone can do it. A box could have done it. A cat could have done it.
Which I'm getting kind of tired of, like, people saying they're going to space and they're not in space, you know?
I agree. Like, I don't like that Katy Perry thing where they're like, we're going to space. And it's like, you're going to the lowest, you're going 1 micrometer above the lowest definition of space. And I bet if you ask some astronaut or some like astronomer about that level of space, they'd be like, oh yeah, well, to me, that's not even space. It's kind of like you can see fucking clouds and shit. Like you can see the definition on them. You can see that would be ridiculous.
Gotta get that moon base.
We got to get the moon base, bro. If he could send himself from the moon base back here, I'd be impressed.
I've been bouncing from article to article. He definitely died in the paragliding accident. They said he hit the side of a pool. Now, I don't know if that's the outside or the inside. I don't know. And they also said he injured a female hotel employee in the crash. Yeah, I don't know how injured. I can't find any details on that.
Imagine going about your day.
I'm flexing here.
Towels.
I'm a better paraglider than this dude.
Clearly, you're living.
Right?
You're already working at a hotel and then the propellers just eat you up.
No, that's paramotoring. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this guy was gliding. And I always
by an Italian man going 100 miles an hour.
I always thought the funnier skydive was because Red Bull sponsored Felix to do the highest ever skydive, and then Slim Jim sponsored some guy to do the lowest ever high dive.
That checks out.
It was like 4 inches above the ground, and they just it's like this, and they just drop him. And then,
did he have a chute?
Yeah, and he like pulled it afterward after he landed. It was. And that's funny, and that's a very like Slim Jim thing to do, to be like, let's look at your fucking gay ass accomplishment and make a joke out of it.
4 inches?
Were there?
I could do it.
Has there been another Daredevil besides
4 inches is pretty long.
His son.
Robbie Knievel was kind of bitch made though. I remember Fox was broadcasting his live jump over the Snake River Canyon when I was a kid, and like the wind got bad, and he was like, "No jump," and I was like, we just watched 40 minutes of buildup on this live show. And every time he would be like revving the bike. They'd be talking about how dangerous it was, their helicopter views of the canyon. And he didn't jump. Evel Knievel would have jumped. That guy got hurt so bad. His crashes are better than when he makes it. Those old Evel Knievel tapes. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got this so fresh in my head. I remember as I instructed newer pilots and even learned myself, it's a landmark achievement almost. The first time you look at the conditions and say no. This is especially true paragliding because you're on the mountain, you want some wind, but not too much wind, etc. This guy who died posted on Instagram, it's too windy. And then he changed his mind and he launched, and now he's dead because he didn't say no. Mm-hmm. And we're talking about Robbie Knievel, who just said it's too windy. And I'm like, that might be the mark of
he had a
bad stunt man, but a good.
I think Robbie was. I think I was 12, I think, at the time, roughly. But I think he was jumping the Snake River Canyon. Might not have been a motorcycle. It might have been some homemade rocket ship that they had made. It was absurd what he was doing. But the fact that Evel Knievel fell all those times and broke every bone in his body, when he would do a jump, you didn't know if he was going to make it or not. And that made it much more exciting to watch, because somebody that makes it every time, you stop watching after the third or fourth jump. But if you think he might fucking eat it, I'm watching.
You guys see that jump in, was it Somerset, Kentucky, over the fountain? It was the
yes.
Yeah. I don't think anyone there had like a grasp on like the proper way to do anything. Because one, that guy almost certainly, there's a disc in his back that's not where it should be. And then also they have like barricades set up. They almost killed people like on the sideline. It was the General Lee jump, I think.
Was
and
it was a car?
Like, yeah, it was a car. It was the what's the
Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, it was that car. And they took a ramp, and it wasn't like, you know how most jumps you take a ramp and then you land on a ramp?
Mm-hmm.
There was no second ramp. It was road.
They just landed on the flats?
Yeah. You could see the guy in the car. He was like, "Oh fuck!" Like when he landed, it was not. They should not have done this. And I was like looking in every video I saw. I was looking. I'm like, there are no cops anywhere that are keeping this operation in check.
I wish we could show this. We can. It's surely copyrighted. But everything he's saying is true. It looked like a jump you would see in the Dukes of Hazzard. Like, it is right in line with the sort of stunts they had.
Also, like I think the first video I saw, it was like people standing on a roof where like everyone was like on the edge of the roof. And that was like my first thing. I'm like, am I watching like an Instagram reel where someone's going to die? Because that's where most Instagram reels lead that come on my feed. Mm-hmm. And then I saw the jump and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And it's looking like here. How do you think Robbie Knievel died?
I'm going to say heart attack.
Drugs.
Pancreatic cancer. So that's pretty intense.
Went out like a bitch.
So he was an alcoholic.
What? Here's what I say to that. If I'm Robbie Knievel, right? I get pancreatic cancer. When it gets bad, when my quality of life lowers significantly, that's when the rocket ship they've been building for the last 2 years is ready to go for its last ride.
100%. That's when you go balls to the wall.
Excuse me, no parachute, please.
Where's when you jump the fountain?
I'm going out.
You know, we'd go higher if we weren't weighed down by this parachute.
Yeah, because pancreatic cancer is one of those.
Robbie, you forgot your helmet. No, I didn't.
Time to lock and load.
That's how I'd have went out if I'm Robbie Knievel. I'm kind of embarrassed for him that he went out like that. This General Lee jump, I think they might have done it in Hazard County. I know they did it in Kentucky, but that was a badass
Somerset.
Jump.
Dude, if I was a daredevil and I had pancreatic cancer, which is like the kind that you're gonna die, like you have no shot, I would have had them airdrop me over one of our global enemies. And so like I would have, with my body, pancreatic cancer and all, hit Putin. Like I physically would have hit him, or some Iranian mullah, or whoever our enemy is, Xi Jinping. They drop me, and then I kind of steer in, and then I just fucking boom right into him. And then everyone's like, wow, what a successful stunt. And Taylor's a hero for taking out Vladimir Putin.
For my next stunt, will be a 357 Magnum in my mouth.
Oh, he walked inside for a second. I guess I'm just going to impale myself on this goofy Russian spire.
And he landed inside of a pool.
Yeah, I survived. That'd be the worst possible thing. They'd lock my ass up. They'd be like, you tried to kill Putin.
Trying to link this. Is it possible that's where they filmed the Dukes of Hazzards? Or do they just totally ignore the heritage of Hazard County. And
I think they just ignored it. I don't know how this jump began or whatever. The driver's a badass though, because Chris is right. This does not look like a Hollywood jump. It looks like a Kentucky jump.
Mm-hmm. Which, if you saw the video, like what I was saying, like he kind of goes into the barricade a little bit, and guys are like jumping out of the way, and they're like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. There was definitely danger there, and he could have hit that fountain. He could have hit that fucking fountain. That would have been nuts. He got so high.
I guess Hazard County with 2 Z's is not a real place, so I'll cut him a little slack on not
it's not a real place
to film it.
I genuinely have always believed there was a real Hazard County in Kentucky.
There is, with 1 Z on eastern Kentucky.
Okay. So. All right. So, okay. Then.
Yeah, it just kind of came out of nowhere. Like, I didn't see any planning for this whatsoever on the internet. I was like...
It was an anniversay or something?
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I don't know. No, that's a show that can never come back. They did the Johnny Knoxville movie in like the early 2000s, maybe 04, 05, 06. And even in that movie, one of the scenes, they're getting people are throwing bottles at the General Lee because it's got a Confederate flag painted on the top. They're like, why is everybody mad?
Yeah, they should stay true to it. But they should
was the flag on the top
prioritize
of the car
staying truer to the
entire top of the car is a Confederate flag.
Yeah. They're just proud of their heritage. See, Kyle, you got a rep for them.
You too?
In St. Louis?
Well, I don't know. Where did Missouri fall in the Civil War? I genuinely don't know.
We were split. St. Louis was north. Southern Missouri was south. And so I've got family on.
Close.
I searched like names in the Civil War database and like some different family names, and we were split. There were some of us on both sides of it, which I guess makes sense in Missouri, one of the split states.
I would never do that. Like, can you imagine if there was a real Civil War and like my brother is going to fight for the North? I'm like, I'm not going to go fight Mikey. Like I can't imagine.
It would depend on who my first family member was. If my first family member was like, I'm going to go fight for the South or the North, I would not join the other side. I'd be like, I don't want to meet him.
Okay, the light blue is split, obviously.
Yeah, I didn't know some of those were split.
I think maybe to a lesser degree with Kentucky there.
Right?
Yeah.
Taylor, have you guys been getting like really bad rain and flooding? You're close to Illinois.
Huge amounts of rain. Yeah, but like I'm in a hilly area, and so the flooding doesn't hit me too hard, but there have been floods around, like in the
We've been getting a shit ton here.
Okay. Where are you at again?
Northern Illinois.
Oh, okay. So you're closer to Chicago, I would guess. Yeah.
You Blackhawks fan? They're pretty cool, right?
They're the worst team in the NHL.
I don't give a shit.
Right answer. He was trying to coax you into.
I also don't give a shit about the Blues, so
that's fair. You don't live here. You don't have to.
My movers were asking.